Well, the last working group of the evening, this is led by Ali Al-Sharif on responsible AI. Ali Al-Sharif.
Hi, everyone. And I know it's getting late, so I'll keep this short and sweet. And I am going to go ahead and share my screen. Maybe just in chat or through a show of hands, how many of you remember the story about Apple Health and forgetting to track periods? Do you guys remember that story? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Who would like to do something about it? Okay. Who thinks that that was ridiculous, and we think we can do better? And if the answer is yes, there are practices out there or best practices that could help prevent your organization from making the news in an embarrassing way. I am sharing a screen. I'm not sure which screen I'm sharing. Am I showing the foundation for best practices in machine learning?
Not exactly.
Okay.
See the survey.
Okay, I'm showing the survey. Okay, so I filled it out. So
Thank you.
I am switching screens, and here we go. So this discussion group basically is a review of a framework called the Foundation for Best Practices in Machine Learning. It has two components: an organizational component, so that's inclusiveness and diversity and all sorts of best practices from an organizational perspective. And then there are some technical best practices where it's explainability, maybe your DevOps and whatnot. And the goal of this group is to go through these two documents. These are open source frameworks. And at the end of these discussions, have you, as a participant in these discussion groups, submit changes or suggestions for making this framework better. And so you would have an opportunity to have been part of the solution of all of these embarrassing scenarios that we're seeing some of the most prestigious and biggest names in our industry make, and you can have a part in contributing to this open source framework. The group will meet on Saturdays. Many of the authors of this framework are based in Europe, and we would meet on a Saturday sometime early, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock. And the idea here is we would meet for a period of 4 weeks. First week is an orientation. Second week, we'll just go through the organizational best practices document. Third week, we will go through the technical best practices document. And then fourth week, we would ask you to make your own submissions to either one of these frameworks, which is in the form of a wiki. And then the committee that manages this foundation will review your individual submissions, and whatever they can incorporate from your feedback will make it into the framework. That's the gist of what I'm proposing. 4 weeks starting March 26th, and we'll do it a bit early on a Saturday in order to have give an opportunity for our friends on the other side of the ocean in Europe to participate and join and be part of the conversation. That's it. Any questions, comments? Reach out to me on, I would just say, on Slack, on Aggregate Intellect, or on LinkedIn. I will post my LinkedIn profile here on the chat, so you guys can have a way to reach me. Back to you, Ammar. It's all you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ali, for that.